Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We're going to talk about and preview the AFC and NFC wildcard games, and I'm going to recap a couple of college football games from yesterday, one from late afternoon and last night. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What NFL team scored the most points in a single Super Bowl? I'll have the answer later on the broadcast. First of all, I want to recap a couple of games that bowl games. A few of them I'll recap them if there's anybody who missed any of them yesterday, mainly we all got to see them. The Ohio State Buckeyes beat Washington Huskies in the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, 28-23. And this was Urban Meyer's last game as the Buckeyes head coach, and he will be assistant athletic director at Ohio State. And the Buckeyes were up 21-3 at halftime, and then went up 28-3 in the third. And in the fourth, Washington scored 3 touchdowns and were down 28-23. Buckeyes started to fall apart a little bit, but they got it together very quickly. The Huskies tried to make one more play, but they just were not able to, and all the Buckeyes had to do was run out the clock, and they get the win. They go to 13-1, and Urban Meyer goes out with a bang in his last game as the Buckeyes head coach. And I have to tip my hat to Urban Meyer. We say thank you, and all the best years as athletic director, and thank you for all those great years you gave us and the national championship you gave us in 2014. Recapping some of the other bowl games that you saw yesterday, the Mississippi State beat Iowa in the Outback Bowl, 27-22. And Kentucky beat Penn State 27-24 last night in the Capital One Citrus Bowl. And last night, the Texas Longhorns beat the Georgia Bulldogs 28-21 in the All-State Sugar Bowl. And Texas was up 20-7 at halftime, and Georgia battled back, but they just could not get the win. But Georgia played. It was a great game between Texas and Georgia, and congratulations to the Longhorns. And Texas A&M walloped NC State in the Gator Bowl yesterday, 52-13. Those were your bowl games that you saw yesterday, and the national championship game is set. And the number 1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide will take on the number 2 Clemson Tigers in the CPF National Championship game on Monday, and kickoff is at 8 o'clock on ESPN, and the game is at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. So, and I thought Alabama's going to have the edge in this game, but I thought it's going to be a great game, and I can't wait because this is going to be an exciting game between Alabama and Clemson. As you know, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the AFC and NFC wildcard games will take place, so it'll be AFC NFC wildcard weekend. And on Saturday, the AFC wildcard game on Saturday, the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans will square off at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. I feel the Texans have the edge in this game with them playing in Texas in this wild card game, and I feel it's going to be a close one, but I feel the Texans will get the win and move on in the playoffs. And I think it's going to come down to the wire, because in their last meeting, the Colts beat the Texans 22-13, and I really feel this is going to be a good. Brian Watson is really going to have his work cut out. I think it's his first time in the playoffs, but kickoff is at 4:35 p.m. on ESPN and on ABC. And in the NFC wildcard game on Saturday, the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys will square off at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. And the big question is, can Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott deliver in the playoffs for the Cowboys? I say yes, that Prescott will deliver, because I feel the Cowboys have the edge in this game, in this NFC wildcard game, but don't count the Seahawks out by any means, because they could come out and have a good game and upset the Cowboys. You never know. And I just say they could have really one of their best games. You never know. You never know what might happen. And so this is going to be a good game between Dallas and Seattle, and we'll see what happens. Kickoff is at 8:15 on Fox. And the NFC wildcard games on Sunday. The Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens will square off at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The Ravens are 2-point favorites to win this wild card game. The big question is, though, can Ravens rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson deliver for the Ravens? In their last meeting, the Ravens upset the Chargers 22-10, and I say it could go either way with rookie QB Lamar Jackson. But this is Lamar Jackson's first time in the playoffs, and I'm not sure that it will go the Ravens' way. But Chargers quarterback Philip Rivers had a shaky game the last time against the Ravens. But I feel Rivers and the Chargers are going to be out to win this wild card game, and that's why I feel the Chargers are going to upset the Ravens in Baltimore and move on in the playoffs. And kickoff is at 1:05 p.m. on CBS. And in the NFC wildcard game that will be on Sunday, this is one I can't wait to see. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears will square off at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, and I feel this is going to be an exciting game, one that's going to be a great game. And I feel this game is really going to be a close one between the Bears and Eagles, and I really feel that the Eagles are going to have the edge. A lot of people are saying the Eagles are going to come close to stunning the Bears, but that the Bears are going to beat the Eagles. But I feel the Eagles are going to have the edge in this game, and Nick Foles will get the start for the Eagles. He'll be the starting quarterback, and I feel this game will come down to the wire and I believe the Eagles will get the win in the final 10 seconds, and they will move on in the playoffs. But I think it could go either way this game. This is going to be a great game. I mean, Mitch Trubisky could come out and have one of his best games. You never know what might happen in this game, and even Nick Foles could do the same thing. And in their last meeting, the Eagles walloped the Bears 31-3. That's why I think the Eagles are going to have the edge in this game. I really feel the Eagles are going to take it. But we will see what happens. Kickoff is at 4:40 p.m. on NBC. Well, we'll get back to talking sports in just a moment. And but first, it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What NFL team scored the most points in a single Super Bowl? And if you said the San Francisco 49ers, you are correct. When the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 24 in 1990, they set a number of records. Their 55 points remains the most ever scored by a team in a Super Bowl, in a single Super Bowl. And the 45-point winning margin is the most lopsided Super Bowl victory of all time. And I will have another trivia question on my next broadcast, so stay tuned for that. I want to mention that the Browns GM John Dorsey did interview for had his interview today for the Browns coaching position, and he did have an interview today, and it's like I think 25% of the franchises are looking for a new coach. I mean, the big question is, who is the best coach for the Browns? And I feel that they've got to have a guy that's really going to give them some up and really knows what he's doing and what John Dorsey is looking for. Because John Dorsey knows what he is looking for in a head coach, and I just feel that I know he knows what he is looking for in a head coach, and if he had gotten a win in the last game against Baltimore, I feel that would have been a slam dunk, and he would have gotten it right then and there. But Williams, who went 23-24 as a head coach of the Bills, and he was a good defensive coordinator here. He's been that, and now a good interim head coach. And I feel that, and he did get his interview today, and there's 3 more finalists. I believe it's a few more, and I feel that. And it revealed his person, and he has done a really nice job in terms of teaching and developing, and getting this team to understand what winning is all about, and go and achieve some of those wins. And that's what Dorsey had said, and he appreciates what Williams getting the most out of this Browns, and orchestrating the biggest turnaround in team history. And I just feel we'll see what happens, because there's Josh McDaniel, who has drawn an interest from the Packers and also the Bengals, and John Dorsey is also interested in him. And I think Lincoln Riley has also expressed interest by John Dorsey for the Cleveland Browns. And Adam Gase, sources said, will interview with the Cardinals and 2 other. I think one is with the Browns, and so we'll see. But we got to know who that best one is. And right now, I think Greg Williams has a 25% chance of being the Browns' head coach, and I just feel that he has been a big factor in the Browns' improvement. Although I feel the Browns will make the playoffs next year, and Baker Mayfield has nothing to hang his head about. He's had a great rookie season, and he should be really proud. And I just feel he is the real deal, and we're going to have again next year. And I feel that the Browns are going to make the playoffs. And I will have pregame and postgame shows for all 4 of the wild card games, both on Saturday and Sunday. So I will be back with you on hopefully Saturday. I've done podcasts the last couple of days, so I'm not going to do one probably tomorrow or Friday. So that is going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. And hope you all had a great New Year's Day. Let's have a great 2019. And I'll be back with you on Saturday for Scott Sports 101 NFL Wild Card Weekend, both Saturday and on Sunday. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.